Hey, what's happening out there, YouTube family? This is Robert L. Jones Jr. coming at you again with some more Tribal Judah poetry. All right. The first poem of the evening is entitled Stellar Kingliness Be My Indigenous Birthright. Can't nobody, black or white, be so cold or bold in their conceited suppositions of naively presuming judgment to somehow do their low down and underhanded thing in convincing my lordly persona of justly earnest glory and privilege, to do the show enough ridiculous notion of me foolishly stepping down like an idiot from my dynasty raised and throne of phenomenally real and regal Africanness for them naturally stupefying acts of being a sadly imbecilic joker who is so simple-mindedly attuned to the crazily wretched humor of performing out all them simply preposterous gestures of lame and offbeat silliness as a willfully uncouth harlequin, clowning hardcore in them socially dead and archaic ways of a slave-minded Negro, with absolutely no decent sense whatsoever in wisely living, thriving, and behaving accordingly, like a strikingly upraised example of righteously honorable regard and self-illuminating gracefulness. No, sir, can't nobody, white or black, be that masterfully hip, super bad, or even boastfully arrogant in their slickless and ungroovy madness of crookedly inducing my valorous essence of ego-strengthening esteem with that erroneous alternative of me painfully experiencing the backbone whipping humiliation of making myself absolutely ugly with the dehumanizing makeup of an excessively crude and thuggish mentality that be negatively jacked up with them consciously downtrodden aspirations for a roughneck imitating image of decrepit existence, which be leading way to many of our morally violated comrades into the culturally nauseating matrix of superficially seeking far and wide for the latest and greatest in shiny gold, platinum, and sparkling bling, rather than searching inwardly for the infinitely priceless heritage of being the ever-flattering identity of a mightily majestic queen and king. No way, Jose, can't nobody Negroid or Caucasoid be that sneaky, shifty, or particularly cunning enough to ultimately persuade this self-expressing incarnation of Nubian godliness into dangerously converting my spirit away to the dogmatically flawed and ludicrous belief of a brain-plaguing religiosity that once done pulled that philosophical scam of falsely browbeating my formerly bruised and battered cerebrum with this racially distorted thesis of soul brother-hating heresy, thus forcibly haranguing me and my Kush-begotten community into the proselytizing perdition of being Americana idolizing spades and spooks caught up in an Americana worshiping cult, where we were once mentally bought and sold into the lost and ignorant service of humbly yielding both woefully bowed knees before the ivory graven effigy of Eurocratic domination, and where we were horrendously told that ham-cursing sermon that we would inevitably go down to our negritude graves as departed and rotting jigaboos and jungle bunnies, swallowed up evermore inside of that nastily decaying martyrdom of nigger. No way, baby, can't nobody African or Caucasian be that sly like stone or that subtly sinister like a beguiling serpent upon the tantalizing branches of a forbidden tree, so that they would somehow push forth my resisting state of ebony intelligence towards that perilous edge of man-tanning insanity, while I would be so careless and hella precarious in plummeting headfirst into the raggedy crags of Uncle Tommy destruction, and the overwhelmingly bloody oblivion of me committing that unforgivable iniquity of self-murdering the threatened longevity of my precious dignity, and thereby earning that shameful retribution of a worn down and corroded epitaph attesting to my many damnable intentions for being a coon hoofing and toothy grinning spectacle of foot tapping degradation with no lively evidence of mahogany savvy praise nor excellence within my own deadened carcass of virtue killing extinction. No, it's just no mother freaking way in this life for anybody, Afro or Anglo, to be so wickedly learned or that much of a diabolical genius in deviously compelling this uniquely epitomizing era of crown style and accomplishment to just suddenly become exceedingly dumb and goofy as hell under that catatonic and strictly demonic influence of some millennial buffoonery, which would be deeming itself tenaciously witty in the bewitching allurement of dirty Delilah, as it be striving tirelessly and trying to sweet talk me into falling naively within that hazardous entrapment of me openly denying the beautifully funky soulfulness of my lion-like pride as a black man, with that insulting abomination of my terminally tainted will, descending my dynamically clever character into the fiery sulphuric punishment of perpetuating like a soot-faced fool for the man's utterly entertained delight and hearty amusements. Now I done said it once, twice, thrice, even 4 and 5-fold strong, but I got to speak it out one more again. That can't nobody be so surprisingly wily, duplicitous, or even that simply insidious in their radically fanatical exploits, in swaying me away from my originally reputed and handsomely undisputed stature of permanently strong and exceptionally stellar kingliness. For that evermore be my indigenously rooted birthright of powerfully uplifting grandeur and everlasting legacy as a black man. The second piece of the evening is entitled, What It Is, People, What It Is, Never Forget. On the icy cold side of For Real City, my crystal stair climbing brother and sister, how do you be sincerely feeling upon that community strengthening commodity of some township preserving unity amongst ourselves? Because what it is sure enough be what it be in that really groovy scene of reality, my bourgeois baby, when you and me should still be remembering all of them plenteous memories of radical struggle and those painfully aching paradigms when we once upon a time didn't even have one thin penny, nickel, quarter, or mother freaking dime. But we were immensely wealthy in the richly upbuilding luxury of having them genuinely rare and precious jewels of friendly relations. And those many familial extensions of ghetto fab cats and kittens who'd be steadily ready in giving forth that beautifully out of sight gesture of a compassionate hand and a warmly cordial what's happening to make your ever stressful days and nights just a little bit better. But now it does seem like a hella scary nightmare or some notoriously bad dream when some uppity Negroes and them high acidity tokens of Caucasian indoctrination has started that abundantly fiscal plan of rising on up and living it up and ultimately changing up, thus denying to the negative nines their previous residence in the all but forsaken habitats of Soulsville, and then be running madly like obsessive maniacs towards those ivory white mansions atop the wildly extravagant hills of golden suburbia, while totally forgetting that becoming willfully caught aloof within that cultural amnesia of allowing their platinum-coated conscious levels to get so oblivious to a solitary moment in the not-too-distant past, when we were already righteously grandiose superstars and phenomenally wonder-working gods and goddesses within our own uniquely far-out ciphers of specially created personality, whether we had our blessed share of some crispy green dividends or were down and out within the economical destitution of having absolutely nothing in the hungering pocketbook. But dig deeply upon that stone inevitable truth of the matter, that be prodigal rocking your decadent mental with them staggering thoughts of an ever-striving yesterlife, which was so purely defined from the inside out, with some of them vitally undefiled habits for being real enough to remain ever more loyal, allegiant, and totally supportive of that concrete cosmos and asphalt womb from which your aboriginal essence of existence had sprung forth and has done giving your newly primed and prissy bodies the lively inspiration of some heart-beating circulation. So while a copious blend of fat checks and multi-million-dollar excesses be easily convincing your blissfully bewitched senses into packing your expensively dainty belongings and moving far away to those diamond-paved avenues of some sold-out and auction-bought enslavement to Oreo land, you better be believing the obviousness of this black pearl of imperial wisdom, that no matter how palatial and extraordinarily lavish we may become in this revolutionary dimension of evolutionary transition, some of us crystal stair climbing brothers and sisters will never neglect that retrospective perspective of always knowing, cherishing, and loving our proudly enduring hoods of neighboring strength, power, and never-ending survival. Thank you so much for listening to these pieces. I hope you like what you heard. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'm really, I'm really gaining a lot of inspiration for every one of you out there, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm hoping that that y'all will continue to check out this channel, Tribe of Judah Poetry, and hear some more poetry from yours truly. And until next time, when I come at you with some more poetry, I bid you shalom.